Hello, welcome to Premier Scene. I'm Claire Bueno. Well, it's not a true story, but it's a love story as we attend the premiere of A New York Winter's Tale.
Squeaks.
You have a gun?
I was just robbing the place, you know?
Is that still your intention?
No, it isn't.
Well then, I suppose the polite thing to do would be to offer you a cup of tea.
And was it interesting for you as an actor as well, playing a character who actually lives over 100 years because of love?
In the suds, in the suds. Fairy liquid emanating from the back of your head.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
As an actor, is it interesting for you to explore a character who lives longer because of the woman he loves? Because it's not something you get to explore very often.
It's not something I get to explore very often, and no, it's really interesting just to do a variety of things. You know, as I said, this felt like, I don't want to say it was a departure because I have no idea what kind of genre of film that I'm into specifically. It's not one particular thing, but this certainly was really unique in its kind of treatment of the ideas of the power of love and the idea that love transcends time and the idea that love survives loss. It's not a victim of loss, you know.
And you're playing a master thief. How does one prepare for that?
Oh, yeah, you know, one takes a step back into the avenues of one's memory, back into the dark days of thievery, when I used to steal Garbage Pail Kids stickers in Dublin when I was 12. Rebel that I was.
And what have you got really from making this film? What have you taken away with you?
What have I taken away with me? I'm not sure. I just had I had an amazing time working with Jessica. Really did. She's so special. She's such a cool woman. And being in New York for 5 months to tell a story that was as sweet as this was really cool.
You steal things?
I do steal things, yeah, from time to time. Lately I've been having a bit of a disagreement with an old boss, though.
Peter Lake. I want to kill him, and I want her to stay dead.
What's the best thing you've ever stolen?
I'm beginning to think I haven't stolen it yet.
Beverly kind of sees the world in a way that's very very one-off, and I suppose her illness means that a lot of that stuff doesn't matter. She just sees straight into the heart of someone, and you know, this is a world that maybe would never have happened, a life that would never have happened for her, and so there's something. She's in a very particular situation.
There's an ethereal sort of quality really about her, and I just wondered how you captured that.
Well, despite her, you know, throughout the story we're reminded about her condition. You know, we all know that she's not long for the world, and so therefore it was a real conscious decision to make her seem so alive and so full of hope and so full of love that it could almost be impossible that she could die.
You are impossibly beautiful.
What is your relationship to Beverly? Are you aware of her condition?
She's dying.
If you don't love me now, no one ever will.
Working with a director as well, it's his first time helming a project, but it's also a story that he's completely passionate about. So How does that affect you guys on set?
You know, you kind of working on films as a symbiotic experience, you know. One person I don't think can have too amazing an experience and another person have a terrible one. You're too close. So there is a kind of you share the essence of what it is to work on a particular project. And with that in mind, Akiva imbued this script that he wrote with a lot of his experiences of love and loss. You know, he wrote the script when he was going through a period of his life where he had lost someone very close to him, and so we all knew that, and it offered a deeper level of significance to the story than maybe it would have had if it was just a piece of fiction, which it is, but born of Akiva's heart and the complexities of his heart.
I've been blackening souls and crushing miracles for longer than I can remember.
Yours is the kind of love that makes the world warm and light. The kind of love that can save her. They'll not be saving anyone.
Akiva, this is your directorial debut, having written many great scripts actually. So what was it like for you to now helm this project and see your vision become the reality?
Much harder than I ever imagined. I've been calling all my director friends and just apologizing, saying I'm sorry, I never understood. Because it really is, it's much more personal than I could ever really imagine. And not just because the story is personal to me, but I think as a writer or a producer, you're always a little bit at an oblique angle to the object. But as a director, you kind of wear it, you know, and you wear it for years. It's what you wake up to, it's what you go to sleep to. So it's been a fascinating experience. Not sure what I want to do again, but fascinating.
it a good experience for you working with your actors and bringing a performance out in that?
Yeah, I mean, I think if that were the only part of directing, I'd do it all day long. It's the other stuff that's hard.
Why keep me alive?
Maybe there is something you are still meant to do.
He is neither angel nor demon. How is he still alive?
Is it possible to love someone so completely they simply can't die?
You're late.
You know, Peter, nothing happens that isn't supposed to.